Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. Today, our group will be presenting on the next dramatic technique, which is song renditions. I am Anis Zahrin Safia and I am the first presenter. These are the subtopics that we will be presenting today. Music is a pattern of sounds made by musical instruments, voices, or computers intended to give pleasure to people listening to it. Meanwhile, song is usually a short piece of music with words that are sung. So, what is song rendition? Song rendition is a realization of a song in a performance, a recording, or a written material. What is the role of music? Some people, especially teenagers, seem to perceive music as a common topic to share their opinions about the artist or video clips they have just seen. Some people even use music and songs to create a social environment, form a feeling of partnership, and many more. Songs in the ESL classroom. Songs play a meaningful role in our lives. It can be some kind of energizer and mood booster that may be applicable for students to learn efficiently and enjoyably. There are 3 stages of a song in the ESL classroom. The first one is pre-study, second, while studying, third, post-study. Now, let us look at the first stage, pre-study. Pre-study is used to develop the students thematically, linguistically, educationally, and psychologically for the in-class activity. The essential element of this pre-study stage is to create a reason for the students to want to listen to the song. Therefore, having a purpose for listening helps them to listen more effectively. In this stage, prior knowledge plays an important role in language processing. This is because when the students read or listen to the song, the message is processed using both bottom-up and top-down processes. Now, let's move on to the next stage, while studying. This stage is seen as the main focus of the lesson, where the students need to complete the activities and tasks which directly concern to the song. In this stage, the students are very often perform activities simultaneously, whereby they may be required by the teacher to listen to a song and at the same time underline something in the text. In this stage, the teachers should explain to the students what is the aim of the task, such as listening for details, looking for the main idea, and making conclusion. Then, the students will understand the reason why they need to listen to the song and which skill do they need to use in order for them to listen better. This will help the students to organize and reflect on their learning skills. Now, let us look at the last stage, post-study. This stage usually involves follow-up activities that practice the productive skills of writing and speaking in different ways. Teachers may use this stage to check and evaluate the listening skills and strategies of the students. Besides, the students may also write or share to the class about their personal experience from the listening activity. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Chesley. I would like to share with you the advantages and disadvantages of using songs in ESL classroom. The first advantage is motivation. Motivation needs to be instilled step by step to make sure that the target structure are introduced in an easily attainable order. Therefore, songs serve as an ideal way for the students to be motivated. The emotion that songs evoke in students may transfer to motivation making a stronger bond with the language and the desire to learn. Songs can encourage students to take part in the activity as well as have a sense of enjoyment of singing with the rest of the group. Songs can make the lesson more enjoyable, thus it will escalate understanding and also inspire and motivate the students to learn better. Repetition and simple language structure in songs give excitement to students than any other type of text as they are stimulated to understand the content of the song easily. Now, let's take a look at positive atmosphere. Murphy stated that the use of music in songs can stimulate very positive associations to the students of language, which otherwise may only be seen as laborious tasks entailing exams, frustrations, and corrections. The most remarkable characteristic in using songs in ESL classroom is its ability to affect and change the mood of the students. Songs can also help to create a relaxing atmosphere for students to learn. Fast-paced songs draw the good energy in students where they will be more energetic to learn. But we need to remember that it is important to choose the right songs or it will be a very dull learning. Next is cultural and historical knowledge. Griffith stated that music is a reflection of the time and place that produced it. This means that songs are a rich mine of information about human relations, ethics, customs, history, humor, and also regional and cultural differences. Introducing a song into a classroom means bringing the culture of the songs in with it. For example, the songs of 1940s not only reflect the accessible sounds technology of that time, but also the hopes and fears of that period. Songs can be used to recapture historical times. For that reason, songs may be used as a way of looking at a culture and contrasting it with other culture. Hence, listening to songs is an excellent way for students to learn about the culture of a specific country. Let's move on to linguistic knowledge. According to Bowen, it is advisable for foreign language teachers to use songs and their students will learn language elements through unintentional learning. Using songs in ESL classroom will expose students to linguistic information such as vocabulary items, pronunciations, and grammar. Thus, students will learn new linguistic knowledge with no intention of doing so. In conclusion, using songs in ESL classroom is a great alternative way of learning English. Now, let's take a look at other advantages. Learning English through music are interesting to the learners and easy to use in a lesson as it contains short text, suitable themes, and vocabulary. It also can be made for complexity or simplicity of language depending on students by selecting and using suitable songs. Songs can be used as an alternative disciplinary method for the learners and also can be a reward of good behavior. Now, let's move to the disadvantages of using songs in ESL classroom. Murphy stated that loudly playing songs may disturb neighboring classes. If the teacher is unable to control the class, some learners may get too excited and may forget about the discipline. The inability to select a suitable song may cause the students to lose interest if they have different musical tastes as the chosen songs. As quoted from the article, there are songs that touch taboo topics like violence and sexism, and thus such songs may confuse the learners or embarrass them. So, that's all for the advantages and disadvantages of using songs in ESL Classroom. Thank you!
Hello everyone, my name is Noor Alia binti Noor Asmadi. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about reasons and theoretical rationales for using songs in ESL Classroom. Why do you think we need to use songs to teach English? Well, there are many reasons for using songs in ESL Classroom. Anna 1988 cited from Ike 1996, a song may be used to present a topic, new vocabulary, or a language point. Songs can also be used as a material for extensive and intensive listening. According to Anna 1988 cited from Ike 1969, songs are used to stimulate discussions about feelings and attitude. It is also used to encourage the use of imaginations and creativity during foreign language lessons. Job 2001, as cited by Anna 1988, it allows students to develop automaticity to automate their language improvement process. It is also used as to expand grammar and cultural knowledge. Now, let us move on to the next topic, which is about theoretical rationales for using songs in ESL classrooms. There are three theories included, which are affective, cognitive, and linguistic. Affective theory. According to it, learning English through songs develop a non-threatening classroom atmosphere by thinking that songs give students a break from classroom routine. Teachers recognize the need for students to have a positive attitude in regard to learning. The affective filter hypothesis explains how the affective factors relate to language learning provided that teachers set a positive atmosphere. It is also for optimal learning to occur, the affective filter must be weak as in that in a positive attitude towards learning is present. In cognitive theory, automaticity is a component of language fluency, which involves both knowing what to say and producing language rapidly without pausing. It is also about we must place students in an environment in which it is appropriate to use target utterance in a genuinely communicative fashion. In cognitive theory, songs provide chances for developing automaticity, which is the main cognitive reason for using songs in ESL classroom. Linguistic theory. Music is often the main foundation of English outside of the classroom. The exposure to authentic English is an important factor in promoting language learning as it relates directly to both the affective filter and automaticity. If students are exposed to songs which they enjoy, more learning is likely to occur since they may seek out the music outside of the classroom.
Hello everyone, I'm Hanun Akila binti Abdul Hanan, and today I'm going to present to you a criteria for a song selection and song-oriented activities in ESL classroom. Let's look at the criteria to select a song for ESL classroom. There are several factors that need to be considered by the teacher when selecting a song for teaching purposes. Griffin 1992 have categorized the criteria into 4 groups, which are the class, the teacher, classroom opportunities, and music type. For the first criteria, teachers need to consider students' age, because each age group has its own musical favorites and disfavored one. Young learners may not be able to understand songs which contain deep ideas like envy, suffering, or forgiveness. Second one, when doing a song-oriented activity, teacher must use an appropriate classroom. Griffey 1992 state that music may disturb other classes, so it should not be played loudly. So try to find a soundproof room. because choosing an appropriate classroom should be taken into consideration. A third one, choose a song that aligns well with the language teaching purpose. The song should have instructional value, it should not be just for fun. The lesson is most successful when the selected song is a direct component to the lesson, that contains, for example, a practice grammatical structure or a discussion theme that can be used in a lesson. Number 4. Choose the right time and situation to conduct a song-oriented activity in ESL classroom. The time of the day is important. Some learners are exhausted in the evening and music might energize them. Some students may need music to have them disciplined and focus better during lesson. For the last criteria, try to use music that learners like. It may be a good idea to let students bring the lyric of the songs that they like, and then we can choose the best one together in the classroom. The teacher also can use songs for special holiday lessons like Christmas or New Year to engage better with students. Songs may be used in ESL classroom in many ways. Let's look at 5 examples of song rendition activities. The first one is discuss the song. Students will listen to a music and then they will discuss what happened in the song. Here, students will share their interpretation or reactions to that piece of music. Printed lyrics may be distributed to students as to help them take part in the discussions. Second activity is song gap filling. How to conduct the activity? Learner will get one sheet of paper with lyrics of a song, and while listening, their task is to fill in the blank space with the word that they heard. Activity 3. Predict the word. In this activity, teacher can change it into a pre-listening activity where students have to predict the missing words in the lyric. Number 4. Song jumble. In this activity, students will put in order certain lines of a song that are jumbled. After that, learners listen to the song and will compare their guess. This activity may also be done with pictures, which they have to put in order while listening to a song. The last activity is called as set the mood. In this activity, a teacher may use music to set the mood, especially at the beginning of a lesson. Also, when a lecturer wants their student to talk about something at the beginning of a lesson, they can play music to warm them up. Music also can be used when students are doing dull activity or as a background music.
The simplest thing you can do with a song is a lyrics gap fill. Remove key words from the song and print the lyrics and give them to the students.
And then they have to fill in the words. You can vary this by giving them the words to fill in, giving them pictures, hints.
All sorts of things depending on their level.
Exactly. And this can be good for lots of different vocab, grammar, or even pronunciation. For example, all the words that you remove have the same vowel sound, like ah, 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 ah.
Go. This is the teacher's room with Shan and Dan. To Eastern Japan, yeah. One of my favorite things to do is to cut the lyrics up onto strips of paper and hand them to the students all mixed up.
Yes, and then the students listen to the song and order the lyrics as they listen.
To make this more challenging, play the music for 20 seconds and the students are not allowed to touch the paper. Then when the music stops, they have 20 seconds to order it from memory, then hands off and play the music again.
And you can also use pictures instead of lyrics for some songs. So they have to order the pictures to represent the lines or the
That
verses.
is cool.
It's very cool.
This is the teacher's room with Shan and Dan. One is a woman, one is a man. They'll teach you tips you can understand from Western Brazil to Eastern Japan, yeah.
When you've finished your song lesson, why not have some fun and get them all together to sing a song?
To conclude, song rendition may help teachers to maintain students' attention span during the lesson. An adequate amount of entertainment can keep the student more motivated to learn, memorize, and understand new vocabularies from the lyrics. Song rendition also provide a good medium of improvement for students to improve their language acquisition skills. That's all from us. Thank you.